Hello, we're live with your mother, Zach.
Your mother.
She's on the line. Hold on. All right.
All right, I'm going on another vacation. Bye, guys.
Bye, Zach.
Well, at least your mother will be here to talk to.
Oh my gosh.
I wonder what book she got this week. Anyway. Yeah, yep. Zach's back. It's his first appearance. First appearance of Zach.
Yep.
Back
from my hiatus.
Post midlife crisis.
Yeah, I'll allow that. I'll allow that description. Sure.
Right. Also, as well, we got Skip Tosh with me as well. Thank you for being here, Skip.
Thanks.
All right. As Little Rhaegar says, she's a beautiful woman.
Are you still calling him Little Rhaegar?
He'll always be Little Rhaegar to me.
Leave Little Rhaegar alone.
Leave Brittany alone.
That's what I was going for. I was trying to channel that guy. Blast to the past there.
Chris something. I can't remember what his name was.
Chris something. But
wow.
Hey, we have an Ash in the chat too. It's the other Ash. It's not the one we know who loves comics.
It's amazing that like the 80s they had the Berlin Wall. We have that person says leave Brittany alone. Like that's what we got stuck with.
That describes the fall in our generational experience in a nutshell, right there.
Right.
Hi to Maranya. Hi to Ash, Rhaegar, Eloise, Undead Quinn. Hey guys, how are y'all doing? Hope everyone is doing well this week. And Breen, good. Ash and Breen are both in the chat. I'm gonna get chastised so hard.
Run, Little Rhaegar, run!
They're gonna come at me so hard for my comic books this week.
Hey, you know what? They better cut you some slack because you read Pulp, and them as the criminals that they are, they better put some respect on your name this week.
That's true. I did read this. It's my second Brubaker Phillips book. Two thumbs of approval. I'm giving one, but that's because I'm holding
two thumbs.
Two thumbs. There we go.
Don't afford one at a time, though.
No cake. Actually, Maranya, I haven't had cake in 3 weeks, 4 weeks, somewhere around there.
He's on a diet. Okay.
I am. Dude, you say that, but I am. I am actually cutting out certain foods. Like I have you know how like Dwayne Johnson, have you ever seen his Instagram? He does like when he does his cheat days, like he shows like a platter that has like a mountain of food on it. I'm almost at that. I'm trying to like, those are my big cheat meals I'm trying to work towards. I'm not going to do like him and eat like a whole cake to myself, but I'm working towards that.
How I get that like the photo of the Zach is like, oh, it's all mine. Giant cake.
Just eat up. I've been I saw that. I'm laughing. I saw that in the Big Bang Theory episode the other day. They just like dive into a cake.
Kicking an IV.
Liquid cake? No IV.
The way you think it works.
Coffee in an IV maybe, but anyway, that's yeah. Pulp is more taste than can be expected for Zach. All downhill.
Wow. Green, wow. We're supposed to cut him a break. I didn't say we're supposed to cut him.
I've been eyeballing. There's some other Brubaker books at my LCS. I've been eyeballing. I've seen Criminal. I'm looking at Pickens. I'm trying to pick out my next Brubaker book.
Oh, we got to talk about that then later.
Yeah, we'll have to discuss.
Yes,
I'll need some professional advisement.
Absolutely.
You got to pay his retainer first, though.
I pay. Oh, okay.
I just finished Incognito finally, so I'm feeling pretty good, and I'm almost done with. I got one issue left of Killer Be Killed Volume 2, and I'm gonna try to finish Volume 3 tonight. After we're done, get on my exercise bike and just ride and read.
Nice. I like that.
Yep. Burning calories and comics.
Very cool. I used to do that. I used to get on the exercise bike and I would either watch YouTube or I would just read something digitally.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a nice little cheat code.
It's nice. Yeah, right?
Yep.
But yeah, yesterday, because today is Thursday, right? Yeah. Yesterday was New Comic Book Day. I've actually been gone for the last several new comic book days, so I get to show y'all a little bit of both weeks what I got.
So he's got 40 books to show off.
I've got not 40. I actually cut some books out. I was like, they don't need to see all of these. I did cut some books out, but yeah, no, I've got a good little. This past week, I had a good little stack of books actually.
All right.
They were mostly good reading too. I was kind of surprised. I enjoyed most of them. So, yeah, but I know we are going to let Mr. NRA hat, Mr. RDV over here, is going to go first. I assume he normally does, if I remember correctly.
I mean, if you weren't here, it'd just be me to go and.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah, I'm just a hype man today.
Nothing wrong with that. That's how I used to. That's how I started off on Old Comics. I was the shill guy. I didn't have anything. I just shilled.
Yeah. I thought you were the computer lookup guy, because when I started to fill in for you, that's what you had me do. It's like, hey, just go to dcfandom.com and look up these books for E.
I told you how much you're the best intern ever. You don't get paid, but you know the work.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the thing about interns, right? You're supposed to not get paid. Is that what it is? You get paid in experience.
Yes, you'll use this someday. Go get me more coffee.
More coffee? No, thanks. I watched Airplane last night. The guy's like, I need coffee. You want coffee? No, I'm okay.
All right, so I'll go first.
Anyway.
And I'll show off.
Holy cow. Ash picked up 9 books today.
What? Oh my
Good Lord.
God. Ash picked up 9 books.
Were they back?
Were you getting them for a friend?
Yeah, seriously. That is like unheard of. Wow.
Breen says, how many did you put back down?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just read that. I was like, dang, 9 books. That's more than I got.
Well, apparently Eric's eating the comic books. He's burning calories with the new books.
Oh. That's funny. They weren't all. Oh, Ash said they weren't all this week, so I guess some were past weeks. I gotcha.
I mean, if you have the back issues, yeah, it adds up for a while.
There you go.
Every book he gets like one a week, sometimes 2, when he splurges. So, all right. So going off, starting from my least favorite to favorite, here, and as Mariah said, she wasn't a fan of the She-Hulk. Well, yeah.
Oh, you got the good cover.
Well, I mean, surprisingly, I wanted the Mike Mayhew cover, but that cover was only limited to certain shops.
Oh, wow.
It wasn't like, I mean, I thought it was incentive because it was like, there's 3 covers here. Where's the other one?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the Mike Mayhew. Oh, that Mike Mayhew one is nice.
So this book went from being for boys to being for girls now. Ironically, though, I was looking at here, and the art in here is actually a little bit better, and I was surprised because we get to see She-Hulk in like a dress here, and I gotta say though, they're actually drawing her pretty stacked in here.
Simp mode. I know the panels you're talking about.
I just couldn't believe it. It's like she's actually got like a huge rack in this book. I was like, normally they wouldn't do that.
You know the scene from Toy Story 2 where Mr. Potato Head is sitting next to Barbie and he's going, I'm a married spud. I was reading the book and that same thought came across my brain.
I mean, she's pretty stacked right there. She's got watermelon.
That's not the one I was thinking of. But yeah, you're right.
No. But yes, the man she's talking to, that's Patsy.
The man. Yeah, as soon as I read Hellcat, I didn't super pay attention to the dialogue. I just kind of glazed over it. It was not the most exciting part of the book.
Apparently, Nightcrawler is an idiot in this universe. Apparently, because he told her, "Oh, I can't do have superheroes in the office. You can't do that kind of clientele. If you want me to represent you, got to go somewhere else." Mm-hmm. And he's like, "Well, no. I came in. I wore a hat and and a shirt like this. It's like I pulled a Brad Pitt." I was like, "Really? What is this reference? It's a Brad Pitt wearing a shirt and stuff."
I thought it was more of a tongue-in-cheek thing. So, like, how in all the Marvel movies, all they do is wear a hat, and it's like they're in disguise. That's what I thought that was, but that's just me.
Yeah, so basically, she lands the Krakoa case. Apparently, Krakoa's they're breaking a lot of laws. So it's just basically this book that tells you that hey, all mutants are basically criminals. They're not paying taxes. They're basically taxes, whether it's shipping goods or in and outs or just yeah. Anyway, so Nightcrawler wanted a representation there. It's the most stupidest thing, and I'll say this when I say like the A cover, everybody's seen the A cover with Nightcrawler, and it's not. It's like, oh, it's probably not in the book. Well, Nightcrawler having coffee and cake with her, or whatever. That's not. But the whole purpose of that cover is so stupid when you learn about it. Apparently, Patsy Walker was like, you know what? We should do this more often. Have a fancy dress and cake Wednesday. And then Kurt Nightcrawler is like, oh, was it fancy dress and cake Wednesday? And she's like, how did you know? Patsy's been trying to get everybody to do that for like the past couple of years.
Oh yeah, because he says it was like a Defenders thing.
Yeah,
he tried to get the Defenders to. Yeah.
And she says like, well, Hank wanted to do it, the Beast, but Namor said no. I'm like, wait. Are they implying that Hank was going to wear a dress suit or a dress?
I didn't dig that far into it.
But I mean, and the biggest thing here is we learned that Andy is basically Amazing Andy is dating Mallory.
Amazing Andy made me laugh. That was kind of fun. I was laughing.
I just kept thinking like you put in Chris Pratt's character from Community in there or whatever, it's Parks and Recreation.
Yeah,
it's Amazing Andy, basically.
Amazing Andy, yeah.
Jack finds out that apparently after all these years, nobody thought he was dead, so he still has all access to all his money and his mansion and everything. And then him and She-Hulk have sex at the end. That's it.
Bow, chicka, bow, wow.
So it really kind of dropped off as far as quality. But I don't know. Like I said, as Ash and I discovered, you go on Leap Comic Geeks, you look at the number as far as for each issue, how many people like out of this, it drops. Every single big Marvel or DC title, it significantly drops as each issue goes through because people aren't getting that book anymore.
Interesting.
Now,
actually,
yeah, it was weird. I was like, well, it makes sense, Now, if that's all it is in the actual outside of League Comic Geeks, are people doing that?
Right.
That's what you said, but
see, but I'm on League of I'm seeing a lot of 4 and 5 star. Not a lot. There's like 7.
But look at the numbers. It says 200 people or whatever. I'll see like so many people out of this, like this.
Oh yeah. I see it. Yeah.
Start off issue 1 and work your way to the current issue, and look how this drops off. A lot of things. I'm
looking at the pulled number. Actually, issue number 4 looks like it has the highest number of people who pulled it. Actually, it's this new issue says it had like 3,000 something people pulled it. Looks like it's gone up since issue 1.
For number 6.
Yeah.
Oh.
Looking at that's just looking at the people who pulled it, not the people that have like ranked
maybe that's
it.
because of the show.
Yeah. But then, like Ash is saying, League of Comic Geeks ratings are always skewed high. So, yeah, I mean, not every comic reader uses League of Comic Geeks, too.
True.
So, yeah.
But
I understand that.
But I thought it was interesting. Let's look at that. And he's looking at the numbers. A lot of them, actually, a lot of the bad Marvel books we know are bad. They'll start off high, and then they'll just quickly drop.
They drop.
Off. 50 by 50 by 50, and sometimes they're 100. But,
yeah.
Next book.
Ooh.
Love the cover. I mean, she basically cheats on Harley. Hooks up. Yes. Basically, she gets this job working at this processing plant where this guy is basically a pervert, the boss, and he's sexually harassing one of the other female workers in there. So she decides to kill the guy, and then hooks up with the girl.
Interesting.
The whole time, the creepy part about this is G. Wilson, man. What is it?
The creepy part is her getting with the sexually harassed person. It's like, hey, I killed your harasser, but now I'm taking their spot. That's
no. Well, that's part of it, but you'll see what's going on while she's doing that, though. While she's.
Do I want to see what's going on?
Speaking of Harley Quinn the whole entire time, I love her while I'm basically having sex with another person.
Oh.
And at the end, she's like, I shouldn't be doing this. The dialogue says, I keep thinking about the way we left it, about the words I said, and I can't take back. I blamed you for the things that were never your fault. And now it's too late to say what I should have said. And then I love you, and I'm sorry. And she's going carpet town on the person.
Unrelated, but I see the series of panels, and I keep thinking of the scene from what's the movie where Adam Sandler has the remote control and can go through time? Click. There's like the scene where like he and his wife are making up after an argument, and you see the shadows on the wall, and there's like a dog that jumps up on the bed with them.
Yeah, she got a job. She got a job at a parcel packaging plants, so she can spread her spores around, so that she can affect more people on a global scale.
Interesting.
So she is dying, and then she's also being hunted down by Mr. Green, whoever the hell that is.
Interesting.
But yeah, like I said, it's going downhill for me. But the covers,
are fire.
Prison, man.
Man,
Can you imagine what these if she has a giant size print of these would cost?
Oh, a lot probably.
All right, next one, Fantastic Four. The new. We got the variant cover.
I like that cover. That's a nice one.
It's the Beyond cover. Beyond amazing.
Are you beyond impressed with it?
Only if you get someone else with better art. Because why? Oh my gosh, Spider-Man the Kid in this. Why is because I don't understand Wolverine's short, but Spider-Man looks like he's like 15. So is Wolverine.
Well, yeah, that is weird. I like the Human Torch with the blue fire though. That is pretty cool. I always wondered why they didn't do that more. Like have him be like blue fire.
And then I turned the page and I saw this. I was like, oh, Midnight Sun's coming out again.
Oh yeah, no, that's the new video game. There's that video game they're doing. I think that's supposed to be. Well, no, they're doing a tie-in.
Yeah, by Ethan Sachs.
I have no idea who that is. I'm interested in the video game though. So.
Actually, I'm more interested in the Wolverine game coming out by the.
By the guys that did Spider-Man. Yeah, that one looks fun.
I forgot what it's called.
Insomniac?
Insomniac, yes, it is.
Insomniac,
Game.
Yeah.
This was a fun story. We even actually got the Fantastic Four showing up in here. We got Reach, and we got, Thing, Sue. So, although the bad guy though, the villain though, I think you're thinking is like is Spawn gonna pop up in here because it looks like the blue devil guy. When Spawn is like the bad guy.
Okay. So you say Blue Devil, and I just think of Blue Devil.
I'd rather have Blue Devil. Captain America, Son of Liberty. I almost forgot that this is coming out.
Yeah, that like they don't advertise that one a whole lot.
Well, I was going through Link Comic Geek, so I was going through my pull list, and all of a sudden, I didn't see the cover at first because this looks so plain.
Yeah, that's true. It does.
We're through it. I don't know, Zach, if you're caught up on this. I haven't enjoyed
I read it. Yeah, I read it. I liked it. I'll talk about it when I get to it. But yeah, go ahead. Go for it.
And then for Marania, yes, there is some beefcake in here.
Right from the get-go.
Right?
Opening scene. It's like watching a Marvel movie and Chris Evans is like right there with his big old pecs and abs and everything, like right there.
We get a touching scene from Bucky, so it's gonna happen soon, I tell you.
Some Twitter user has that panel posted on their profile saying it's happening, and there's a cat cuddling Bucky's leg.
We're gonna get Cucky or whatever it's called.
Stucky. Yeah.
Yeah. Gotta say though if I'm reading this correctly, as far as last issue, Peggy Carter, the villain.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, is it really even her? Maybe it's a retcon. They're gonna say that actually wasn't her. The Daughters of Liberty is bullshit.
Maybe it's a clone. Maybe it's a clone. Like what Black Widow's a clone now, isn't she?
They're all well, yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's a clone. I'm throwing that out there.
Overall, good issue.
Yeah.
I was looking it up. There's actually on the cover here. There's like little codes here.
Oh, you know what? You're right. I didn't even pay that much attention to the cover.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, there's like little cryptic messages.
So
That's
and
interesting. I wonder if anyone's like started to dig into those and crack those.
and it's funny that you mentioned that. Someone did online. I looked up to see if anybody did.
Interesting.
Let's see here. And okay, so the top below the title here, there's some stuff here. It says the Sons of Rogers will begin the Cold War, and then there's a little note here from 1987. It's supposed to be it says betrayal is coming to the House of Carter.
Interesting.
And then there's some binary code here, going down here, stuff here.
Huh.
It says mental organism designed only for control.
So there's gonna be like some MODOK maybe.
Where there's a word hunt somewhere in here. Over here where word search. I don't know what they call it, word hunt. But the power runs through Liberia, and right above that.
Interesting.
What was it? I think it's right here. Yeah, right here. Word is set for the new revolution.
Interesting.
So, but also, I mean, I was also rumor was it that some of the past covers had codes on them too.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know what they're using as a cipher, but
yeah, I don't know. That's interesting. I like stuff like I don't know if you ever saw the Disney cartoon Gravity Falls, but they used to have like a bunch of codes and stuff factored in there. When my sister was watching it, she would get all in there and find different ciphers and ways to crack codes. So I like that they're kind of incorporating that into this. That's pretty cool.
Rager, you wish I said that. Mental orgasm.
Oh no, Rager, no.
It's a little low on my list, mainly because I just was kind of bored by this issue. But apparently he's going around telling people, he's like, well, I have DID. And the one vampire assistant is like, it's okay. He's like, well, what are we doing now? Do we hug? And he's like, and then so I have an awkward hug. So he's basically getting along with his other personalities. Stephen Grant actually comes out and actually goes and gets Mark a haircut for the first time, gets his hair styled, and has and it talks about they all have their own drinks. One likes bourbon, and then the other one likes
scotch. Stephen likes scotch. Jake drinks rum.
Yeah, and then Mark, he says vodka. He likes and I love how he describes it too. It's like
he likes it because it stains easy on his white clothes.
Yeah, but not only that, being in Africa doing mercenary work over there, it gets so freaking hot. He likes it. He likes the ice, so when it hits his gut, it's like having a bullet, in your stomach.
Yeah.
So it was a right story. I mean, but not much other than just talking about how they're working together now. So there wasn't really a plot advancement. You learned about the two villains that attacked him, the assassins that tried to kill him. All right. Flashpoint Beyond. Only one more issue.
I dig that cover. Like, I really like that cover.
The chip. Yeah,
just the way the whole half of his face. Like, Two-Face.
Two-Face, Casino Chip, outside together. Basically, for those who are watch or I guess
reading.
Well, I guess read Flashpoint because there was a Flashpoint movie, but it doesn't mention anything about Martha and all that stuff. The whole her being the Joker. But turns out she's alive, and I don't know, Zach, should I kind of spoil?
I mean, we normally do spoilers here anyway.
All right.
I mean, yeah. It's funny because the guy at the LCS, he's like, hey, before you read Flashpoint Beyond, if you're reading Dark Crisis, you should read Dark Crisis first. So I was like, okay. But then, like, what I thought he was talking to wasn't the same thing you and I talked about. So I was like, what is he talking about?
I don't know. So basically, this book is 2 days after the events of Dark Crisis is done and over with.
Yeah.
But then I thought about it. It's like, what if their Dark Crisis is not the same as the one that's going on right now with ours?
Ooh, I hadn't even thought about that.
You're in an alternate universe, remember?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So basically, Martha was thought to be died all these years, and but she's basically was hiding in a wall in Arkham, waiting her time, biding. She's the one that's going around killing everybody. She learned that her reality, that it wasn't supposed to exist. That Bruce was supposed to be alive and stuff. So at the end, she basically wants to go. She killed the Reverse Flash. I don't know how she managed to do that. She must have just been like gassed him, I guess. But I don't know. But the dude's like, I don't know.
She got the drop on him.
Somehow, maybe she seduced him in her Joker costume. I don't know. I mean, if she looks like Maggie from The Walking Dead, who knows? But yeah. So there's two big things in here. The very big thing at the end here, or as we're reading through this, is that we learn that from the very beginning issue, we saw Batman with a snow globe, and apparently Bruce was offered a way to basically save his father's life by creating his own Flashpoint, Batman Flashpoint. Now people are saying because of this, because at the end of this book that Martha, aka Joker, it was talking to Thomas Wayne, and who's the Batman, says like we could save her son. All we got to do is kill ourselves, But people are saying like, what if DC decides to be stupid and bring back not Alfred, but Bruce's parents and makes them alive in the main universe?
I still don't see that happening.
But
I know we talked. I still don't see it happening. I find it easy to believe they will allow Batman to use guns before they bring back Batman's parents.
I mean, anything's possible.
Anything is possible, but I don't think they're gonna go there. But
yes,
yeah.
And then Daniel Boone shows up at the end. No,
it's not Daniel. It's Rip Hunter.
I know, but looks like he's got
okay. No,
right?
who is it? That little kid that's been in the book. That kid with the coonskin hat. That was Daniel Boone.
it's like yeah. So Rip Hunter, Time Master, is going to be going against Batman in the next one. Yeah. And then for those who are a fan of Tim Sale, he got a little memo thing. More than Neil Adams, actually. I think. No, Neil Adams got a little story by Tom King.
Neil Adams had a whole Tom King couple of pages.
So in other words, they like him more. You didn't give him a Tom King thing.
Yeah, that kind of sucks. Dang.
But
I mean, it was Neil Adams, so I don't know. I mean, I guess Neil Adams is a little bit higher on the totem pole than Tim Sale, maybe.
But this is a cool scene here, though. You see him busting through the ceiling, and you see all.
Yeah, that was cool. I did like that scene. That's pretty neat.
And don't worry, no little Ray guys were hurt in this issue. But yeah, so turns out this whole entire story for those is a huge spoiler. So if you don't want to listen, you have a chance to leave now. Ra's al Ghul is the one that gave him the file.
Dun dun dun! He's not really dead. Who saw that coming? Everyone, because it's effing Ra's al Ghul. Who always comes back.
Remember, he was dead, but he's not dead. When is
literally
this book?
The guy whose name is connected to Resurrection and Lazarus Pit. Or is anyone really surprised?
Next book, issue 2.
Anyway.
Skip, I went with this cover because I just couldn't get over how awesome it was.
That's pretty sweet.
So, did you confirm whether it is Sid Mead by looking inside?
I didn't see his name on there. Yeah, they don't list his name, but
they don't say who did because they usually on the inside they'll say who did, the main cover and the variant covers and stuff.
This one doesn't give me as far as covers.
Oh,
yeah,
peculiar.
No.
Well, there's that.
Yeah, this gives me the letterer, Jim Campbell. Inked by BIT. Must have ran out of steam.
BIT?
Yeah.
Not BLT?
All right, and then pencils by Eden and Bolam, but it does. Yeah, it doesn't give me a far as a cover though, but
Ash says it looks like Sid Mead.
it does. That's one thing I was looking at, but it's got that nice. I mean, as far as the cover and stuff, it's that nice kind of glossy, but it's a thicker book. So again, and I don't call it prestige. I don't think it's prestige, but it's a thicker material for the book.
Is it like a giant size or something like that?
No, it's not. It's not. It's well, it's the same size.
Not giant size. That's not the word.
It's the same size as this.
Like oversized.
Not over. What is it? What do they call it when they do like not a prestige, but what do they call it? Like a king size book or like something with the? I don't know.
The one that's the magazine format, but it's not prestige.
The only problem is that this book here, you can't see on the cover here, but there's a slight crease. All right, here it goes all the way down.
Is it like a printed crease? Because I know on one of the Flash books a few months ago they had like a printed crease.
Yeah,
it was like a printing issue.
Yeah, it goes to the angle, goes straight down.
Interesting.
You can probably get that pressed out.
Yeah.
I just noticed it now, but no, it's a much larger book. You know, it's more pages, but it has that like a thicker quality paper than you normally would with the normal DC does. DC still has kind of like a newspaper-ish.
I like the newspaper. I like the feel of it.
It's kind of like would be like the Tim Lim kind of like feeling as far as the glossy paper pages, but thicker.
See the glossy. I get that it's supposed to look nicer, but I always worry like if it's hot and my fingers are sweating, like I don't want to like dampen or even like with the ink, I don't want to like smear it if my thumb is sweaty or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'd much rather have the newspaper style.
Now, let's just gloss all this at the end here. There's a book with the artwork of the show.
I like that interior art.
Reviews, yeah,
that's cool.
So
you didn't get the Danny cover?
No, it's the only cover I got. I mean, I believe it's actually here. You're talking about which one? They do the two other covers.
Left.
No,
other left.
The red one.
Yeah,
there you go. That's it. Yeah.
It's Danny, and then maybe that's
my homie Brad did the colors for it.
Nice.
Danny and Brad also did a blue one too, apparently.
I didn't know about the blue one. I would definitely get the blue one. That's dope. I mean, you got Sid Mead. Like you're winning. You got Sid Mead. But you know, I love Danny, so I had to say something. And shout out to Brad.
So I mean, if you're a fan, if you've watched the show, it sets off from the show. A couple months later after that, events. It is just basically still a fun book, just as fun as the anime was. And you can watch anime right now on Crunchyroll if you have that.
That's true.
And then there's on YouTube. There's a free little short little movie before that ties in that this series is basically spawned off from that the anime. So if you're bored, looking for more Blade Runner, I recommend checking out that stuff. All right, almost done, Zach.
Okay.
This is my number 7 book.
You know, I think I looked at picking that one up. I thought about picking that one up. I know I would have to get some back issues for it because I see it's on issue number 6. How is it?
It is pretty good. I mean, I love everything, the interior art in this. Kudansky or Krodansky, you want to call it?
Kudransky.
Yeah,
Kudransky.
So,
wow, that's nice.
A lot of blood, a lot of gore, not a whole lot of loving. Father versus son.
Interesting.
In a town called Terror where everyone is monsters.
Everyone is awful.
When you're part of the town. Yeah, literally. Let's say it's a fun book. The art, it's just a trip. And the guy who's writing it is basically Steve Niles, 30 Days a Night creator.
Oh, okay.
Issue 6, and it does end with says to be continued, which scares me because you look at Comic Geeks, there's nothing after this issue listed.
Oh, really? Oh.
So I don't like it. So please don't do that.
What if it's like a new volume? Maybe it goes from a town called Terror to a city called Terror, or a city called Carnage.
All right.
I'm sorry, I'm done.
Number 6, Batman Beyond, by Kelly and Lansing, the guys who were doing the Captain America Sentinel of Liberty. Final issue for this, but they did talk about how there's going to be another Batman Beyond stuff.
I saw that. Yeah, they were teasing. It's for next year, I think, isn't it? 2023.
Says Batman Beyond will return in 2023. The end for now.
There you go.
So.
It's not over for you, Vinkman. You have more Batman Beyond coming.
You know, I gotta tell you, I'm happy because I mean, I love Batman Beyond, whether it's Sean Gordon Murphy or someone else writing like these guys writing it, because I haven't had any Batman Beyond before that, before the Gordon stuff, or Sean Gordon Murphy, because the last one was Dan Jurgens, 2020, I think it was the last one.
Yeah. Because that was when that one ended. He went on to do Blue and Gold, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So top 5.
We're just now getting to top 5. Dang, well, you had a big week.
Did I not just say that was book 6 I was holding up?
Oh, okay.
Pay attention, Zach.
I'm sorry.
You might learn something.
It's been a while. Anyway, don't. That's what I said.
All right. Made it into my top 5. It's just a fun book.
Interesting. I didn't even get the first one. Okay, so that one's good.
Billy is off doing, saving the universe somewhere else. So there's only enough power for somebody to have the power of Shazam. He can't restore everybody else's powers, the family. The family's kind of torn apart. People are going missing, including her parents. She was basically married, was done with the superhero life. Freddie just got out of the hospital, and she just wanted to basically get away and just move on from being a superhero. She was going to a good college and everything, and then Billy basically sends magic to her. So now she's got a talking rabbit, basically, like has power of telepathy, and he can and teleport. And he's supposed to be her familiar. And help her out track these magical creatures that it's basically escaped from the pride. What's it called? I want to call Pride Rockets, and it's not that.
No, the Rock of Eternity.
Yeah. So
yeah.
So basically, she's reluctantly she has to do that now. Her parents, her foster parents are gone missing, and she's forced to go through the foster community here with a little pitching here. It's like, let's screen stuff, and then the guy's like making like he doesn't understand what's going on. He's basically.
Is that Evan Shaner doing the interior still?
Shaner? Yeah, Shaner. Yeah.
Okay.
And here's the talking rabbit.
Interesting.
She's just basically she's stuck doing this, Okay. And she's not a Mary Sue in this actually. Most people are going to think that she would be.
Interesting.
She messes up a lot throughout the scene. It's the second issue too, but she's adjusting, and even goes against a flying crocodile.
I was gonna ask if they had like the crocodile guys. That's cool. I like that. I may have to look into picking this up.
Yeah. Although there are these got mysterious guys here that are basically controlling everything. They should basically they use her science stuff around her as far as because she's not a scientist. She's not smart.
Right.
She's not that. So she tried to use her lightning. They created some like a circle so they could channel her lightning back towards her, basically and knock her out. Meanwhile, one of her younger siblings is now basically at the community college she's going to. He's there because he graduated early from school. I forgot what it was. It's a young Asian one, I guess. The kid.
Yeah, the gamer kid. Yeah, he was a gamer in the movie. Yeah,
he's popular at the community. Basically, and she's like, don't speak. He's like, don't speak to me, dweeb. So there's a little humor from the movie and stuff in this. Overall, though, it's only 4 issues. I'm kind of excited to see where it's going to go.
Interesting.
And no, men are not canceled. Eric, you still have all your other books you can read. If men were canceled, there'd be no male superheroes.
It's very true.
No. And it's only 4 issues.
And
Also, Eric, look at it this way. None of this exists. What are you talking about?
That's true. But also, I was telling you this, or I was starting to. I'm kind of excited to see how David Zaslav changes everything at DC Comics. I think things are starting to change.
Fear the Gods. I mean, that was supposed to be heavily focused on Mary Marvel. I thought.
She gets a bigger spotlight in it, but it's still a Zachary Levi. Like, he's still leading the movie.
There are tons of male superheroes.
Yeah, of course there are.
One of them, Barry Allen.
Flash getting a bi-monthly book now. Jeremy Adams getting the Flash is now bi-monthly. So
we got 2 Batman books out there. We got 2 male superheroes.
That's true.
We got Daredevil.
And I'm reading both of them.
Well,
no one's shocked by that more than me.
I can't really say Daredevil because they, them.
Doggone it. Doggone it, Pinkman. Don't make me use those pronouns.
All right.
Anyway.
So don't worry. The book above that I like more.
Okay.
Is E-Ratic.
Oh. Okay.
It just picks off where the other one left off. Same vibe. And it's just awesome. We introduced to another superhero character in here.
Mm-hmm.
Those who recap, he has connected to the base of the void, where he gets his powers from. There's another girl his age who's basically a warrior. Somebody sent to kill him because the void's evil. So but there's a new threat. Yeah, it just continues with the humor and everything. I just love it. It's just fun.
It hasn't skipped a beat or anything since the last volume. It still reads pretty much like it's the same story and everything. Well, I mean, it's still Carrie Andrews, so I would assume it would.
Same girl, same personalities,
Nice, very cool.
Yeah, it's just a fun book going through. It keeps the same kind of like there's a new principal and she's overly eager and she's very happy and just wants to hug everybody. She sees it's just her as opposed the last principal was murdered in the first series. Remember that? And the other guy, he was, I guess, went up to jail. I can't remember if he went to jail or he got killed too. The one that
maybe he went to jail and maybe he was killed in jail.
Mm-hmm.
That does happen.
But the great thing about this, man, and then you see, holy crap, and it's obvious it's not real. He wakes up, but it looks like he's got his own venom.
Interesting.
Cool. He has his own venom, or kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and his mom's sold alcohol too. So.
By the way.
Yeah, he's being pursued by. There's a new special. FBI has a new special task force to find him.
Interesting. So. Okay.
And his girlfriend, who's basically no longer popular, basically wants to continue the vlog, and that's how she's gonna. Yeah, just basically trying to stay popular by using him. Yeah. But art's great in here too. Yeah, it's an overall thing. Here's a little sample. So definitely check it out. Very fun book. Yeah. And there's a new book on here. It's called New Thing. I've never heard of that.
Wait, what's it called?
New Thing? I had been reading that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like by Greg Horowitz. But I'm gonna wait for the trade for the rest of it though. It's kind of its own thing. It's like a bunch of cautionary tales. Like, it's weird. It's a narrative, but it's not exactly stories, which I know that sounds weird to even like say. But
Is it kind of like those G.I. Joe like PSAs kind of, but printed out? Kind of like
you can think about it like that.
Don't touch an electrical socket.
Yes, it's exactly like that, but like a little more creative, quote unquote, a little more crafty. Yeah.
So, continue on for the first issue. It's still going strong for me. I still hear Daniel Craig's voice when I read this. The way he said the Bond says certain things, it's kind of like they're kind of stealing everything from all the Bonds. Like he goes, he finds out somebody's been in his apartment. And the one guy's got guns. Like, well, how did you know? Oh, well, I have a toothpick I put in the door jamb. The toothpick was on the ground. Call back to Dr. No with the hair on the door, close the door. With Sean Connery. So I mean, there's little nitpicks in here. So, not little nitpicks, but little Easter eggs, kind of like stuff.
Okay.
And it explains more about his relationship and all his as far as with 003 and talking about there's even the 007 that was before him. So it's like I said, it's better than the last Bond we got. A lot better. I haven't read. I mean, I would rather have this been an actual movie, but they probably would have woke it up more. But no, I liked it actually. For it's just Philip Kennedy Johnson, the guy who's currently doing
He's
Superman.
doing Action Comics, isn't he?
Superman.
Oh, he's doing I thought he was doing Action Comics, and Tom Taylor was doing Superman.
No. Tom Taylor is doing Superboy. I call him. Lord.
Okay. Philip Kennedy Johnson's doing the whole war. Like he's writing Clark Kent.
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Thank you. That's where I was. I just wanted to make sure that was on the same page.
Only catches Superboy, not Superman.
He's not even Superboy. Don't diss Connor Kent like that. How dare you?
No. But yeah, going through this and then what the hell is this, Skip? I got cheesecake being advertised in my book. You know this.
I thought that was Danielle Panabaker from The Flash. I was like, that's the new Killer Frost outfit. I need to start watching The Flash again.
Interior art debut in Siren's Gate. When an aspiring writer meets her mysterious literary idol, her world is turned upside down, and reality begins to unravel in Siren's Gate. It looks like she's going up against a werewolf, but yeah, this is interior art. We got 007 meeting. He's later on he meets up with the other former 00s who are still retired and get together for a secret poker game.
Interesting.
But
a little Marvel-y, but I can kind of dig it.
It's just this feels like a Daniel Craig / some of the other Bond movies kind of tropes from there, but Gossamer is getting his own title. Wake up, Brain.
Who's Gossamer?
Superboy's boyfriend.
Oh, that's right. They gave him a code name, didn't they? Yeah.
So overall, I mean, when it makes me feel like I'm reading an actual James Bond movie or just story.
Yeah.
It's actually James Bond. You're doing a good job. I'll give him props on that. Don't care for your Superman, but all right, number 2.
I want to give the Superman a try. I hear E say it's really good.
I would say read Post Crisis first, then tell me.
You always say read Post Crisis. That's like
because that's
your go-to line.
That's where you start from. You start from with the Byrne Superman, and then you work your way up to that, and then you tell me, do I want to continue comic books after 2007?
Well, according to Breen, you got at least until 2014.
Right.
So.
Number 2, fun book.
I can't see the title. Oh.
Batman 127.
I like that cover. That's cool.
That's I believe it's cover B, and it's got to be by the same guy who just had his own book come out this week. I believe we're talking about on Tuesday. I can't remember what his name was, Skip, but the guy has his own. He does all the B covers.
Lieber Mejo.
Yeah. I flipped through that at the store. It does have a little story in it, but it pretty much is all the covers he's released as a cover book.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a little story going to it. So that's kind of interesting to know that they basically collecting all the B covers. He used all of those, and they basically were telling a story. You just didn't know they were. He connected all together.
That's dope.
Also, cover 2. Let's zoom in now. There you go. But yeah.
Huh?
Fun action-packed book here. It's cool to see a lot of Tim's being Tim and not being, hey, I'm Tim. Like, there's no mention of that whatsoever in this. It's just. But I do like it's fast paced action. Zdarsky does it. He actually knocks it out of the park with this. I'm just enjoying it.
I concur.
I mean, the art on here is just great. So, I'll just say there is one scene here that really got me though, where the robot's going through and he's destroying all like the paintings. He basically runs his hand along the picture of the frame of his parents, and then he gets Alfred's portrait.
Oh yeah,
he's like, "Don't touch Alfred."
I actually like that. I thought that was cool. I like that scene. That's one of the ones that stood out.
Mom, Dad. Oh, we don't care about you, Alfred. No.
Well, I have my thoughts on that, but I'll get to that when it's my turn.
Yes. So, fun book. So that was the wraparound cover. That was $6 for that for the trade, or not the trade, but the B cover.
Yeah.
All right. The next one
is we on 3, 2, 1.
Best book.
This is the number 1. That was very anticlimactic of you.
Oh, sorry. I liked it so much I got it twice. But here's the incentive cover.
You my store was charging $30 for that cover.
Oh man, I can go back and get
$30.
12.
That's a good one. That's the Jurgens one, right?
Yep, and Jurgens.
Yep. That's a nice cover. I like it.
I wasn't a fan of the main cover, so then I saw. Wait. There's another great artist on there.
That I did not get either of those.
This is the Todd Knock one.
The Todd Knock one. No, that's not. That's Terry Dodson.
Wait. You're right. Yeah, Terry Dodson. I was going to
Dodson. Dodson and Knock draw the women very, very differently and very, very distinctly. I'm very familiar with the Dodson's art style.
But anyway, yeah. So very, very fun book. We get Flash and I say Flash, I mean Barry, teaming up with Hal Jordan, Green Lantern, and this JSA, Alan Scott basically telling Nightwing quit being a little bitch and stand up.
Pretty much.
It's just going through here, everything, just the whole book. I mean, we also get the Legion of Doom fighting against Deathstroke, little army there, and also reading Swamp Thing. Your boy's in here.
Your boy.
But Ramby's got the new character, new Swamp Thing. Skip.
Yeah, it just finished, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying his character popped up.
Levi is in it. Okay, cool.
Levi, and then I think it's Alec is the other one.
Yeah, Alec Holland.
Yeah,
he's the original one.
That's the original, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought there was another one after him as well. I thought there was at least 3 now, but like I said, I just love the artwork in here. Even Luthor, kind of like his battle armor suit is just done drawn great.
Luthor with the Legion of Doom, in my opinion, is when he's most. I like Luthor with the Legion of Doom.
But yeah, overall everything's going around, and Hal Jordan's like basically it's like wait, because they have to move, they have to run, because Barry says he's been running from every world to the other world, checking up on everybody, all the other League members. And Hal's like, I was like, I don't have to run your back to it. He's like, well, it's not the first time I have carried you.
That was funny. That was like a funny line.
So yeah, and he even puts out, he's like, Barry, how do you know it's me? Because Hal, you have the jacket. No one else wear his jacket. So that's it for this week as far as the new books. I'll let Zach go.
Let me go. All right, bye guys. He's gonna let me go now. Bye. No, just kidding. Real quickly, I did get some books from last week. I know y'all haven't seen me for a few weeks. You're probably wondering what I've been reading, and now I'm bigger on the screen. The big one from last week was, of course, the Flash Annual. Don't let the cover fool you. It's not super it is kind of slice of lifey, but it is still a really fun issue. Wally and Linda are becoming one of my favorite couples in DC, if not all comic books. Also, I was really excited when I found out Jeremy Adams put on his Twitter that they're going bi-monthly. Twice a month we're going to be getting Flash. They have a new story arc coming out. Curious things with the kids, with the family, not the kids, but with Wally's family. Really excited about that. What's that?
Curiouser and Curiouser.
Curiouser and Curiouser. Aw, thanks, Breen. I missed you too. Oh, sorry, put that away. How'd that get there? Is it bi-weekly? I thought it was called bi-monthly. I thought that meant twice a month. Because bi-weekly is twice a week, isn't it?
Yes.
No, that would be every 2 weeks.
Every 2. Oh, it is every. Okay, so Ash. All right, yeah, bi-weekly then. Yeah, every 2 weeks. I did get some Christos Gage comics, some Christos Gage Marvel last week as well. Got the new Mech Strike Monster Hunters, which, I mean, come on, the covers just look cool. It's mechs and tentacle monsters. It looks like a Japanese manga right there. And then I got the Fortnite with Doctor Doom and a giant robot. Haven't gotten to read these yet. I'm falling behind on some of my reading, but I did pick up issue number 2 of the Wild Cards series that Marvel has going on. The first issue of that was really good, so I'm looking forward to reading the next one. So that was last week. So this week's comics, I got She-Hulk number 6. I got the fancy tea time cover. I actually what?
So I was like, you didn't get it. I went to my the shop owner. He's like, dude, JR, where's the rest of these? Like in the box of that. Thank God. I was like,
I didn't hate this issue as much as it sounded like you did. It's not as interesting as it used to be, but there was still enough that keep me interested in it.
It's She-Hulk slice of life.
It's slice of life, which I mean, slice of life has been done with She-Hulk before.
It's kind of like the Dan Slott, but weaker than Dan Slott's.
But the art I actually find better than I like the art better than Dan Slott's for sure. Not even close. But yeah, there were some jokes that made me laugh. And again, you know, Rainbow Rowell, credit where it's due, doing her homework with the whole back history between like Jack of Hearts and being on the Avengers with She-Hulk. I give credit where it's due for that. But you know, enjoyable enough. I'm more eager to see like some other parts of the story, not so much with Hellcat, but no, I enjoyed it though. I haven't gotten to read the new Fantastic Four. It's still sealed in the tape, but I did pick it up. I got the cover A. I like that cover. Wolverine looks short even on the cover. He looks like a what's his name, Puck from the Alpha Flight. Like he looks like he's shrinking.
He looks like one of the Oompas that aged out.
Yeah, kind of. It's like every cover comes out, they shrink him more and more. It's like he's gonna be a hobbit before too long. I got the new Moon Knight, same cover. I actually enjoyed this. I liked seeing how they're gonna incorporate Stephen Grant and Jake Lockley into this ongoing story. Now, I actually thought it was pretty cool how I think when Mark is talking to his psychologist or with his therapist, he's like, Mark is still the fist, but Jake and Steven are the eyes and the ears. I liked seeing how he incorporated his I mean, it's like with the older books where he uses those identities to gather information. Except now, of course, it's not him choosing to have an alias. It's his identity disorder. But I still like the way that they incorporated it. I did pick up the new Sentinel of Liberty issue. I liked it. Not as strong as the first couple of issues, but I did really enjoy it. I like the fight that Captain America has with the robot warrior guy at the end. I thought it was really cool. I know some people are talking about how Steve is like having to listen to like all these socialists arguing with them or saying, it's like, but if you read it, Steve never actually agrees with their points. He just kind of sits there and lets them blow hot air, do whatever they want, but he doesn't actually fight them. So, which I'm like, okay, as a guy who tries to keep the peace, I can understand that.
Did you notice though that the one that was arguing on the left politics had blue hair?
Yes, I did notice that. That was kind of funny.
Right on the nose.
It's like right up the yeah. So, I mean, because that's part of the whole American experience. It's like you're gonna have people that disagree with you, and you can have debates and conversations, but Cap never turns ugly or vitriolic and like stoops down to that level. I actually like that.
One of the best American books since Brubaker, I'd say that. But it's hard. But it's still not up to Brubaker's level.
No. Oh God, no. Brubaker is like God tier.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this one, I find it interesting. Not a super great story per se, but I like the concept of it. I got All Out Avengers #1. I actually like the Greg Land cover. I know a lot of people harp on him for having like a tracing style, but I do dig the cover. It's got a cool appeal to it. So it's an interesting concept. There's in the back, they have like this little letter, this little excerpt from the author, Derek Landy, who talks about like the first time he picked up an Avengers copy. I think it was like 168 or 169. And it was like right in the middle of the story. And he couldn't go find the previous issue, so he didn't know what was going on. He just picked up this book off the stand, and the Avengers were in the middle of a fight with somebody. So they were like, hey, why don't we introduce that same concept for this with All Out Avengers? Kind of coming after like Nonstop Spider-Man, where it was like this action-heavy, action-focused Spider-Man run. So like, let's do an action-heavy Avengers story, but let's have it start like halfway through. Like there's no lead, no origin, or no beginning really. You just pick it up halfway through. I kind of like that concept actually. Like you just come like right in the middle of the story, and I liked it. It's not a super great story, but I dug it though. It starts actually Captain Marvel is possessed by an evil alien parasite. So the entire book she's fighting Thor and Iron Man. And then the story actually ends with her going through a portal sent to the other side of space. Like basically the story ends with her getting like booted across the galaxy until the space parasite wears out of her, which I thought was pretty funny. But yeah, interesting concept. I'm kind of curious to see how it goes down the road. But yeah, I'm going to give that a try.
The America book, when he was talking, the reason he didn't interject because he would say stuff, but he was talking to the older time.
The guy in the bar?
Well, yeah, so he had all that as far as you'd always, basically you heard everybody's side in there. Mm-hmm. At the end, though, you did hear Cap's kind of point of view.
He did, yeah, he does give his point of view at the end, but it's not to the people that are arguing with him. Which, again, I can understand and respect that because I've been in situations with I have family that think very different politically than I do, and I know that if I were to retort or to offer it, like it would escalate and things could get ugly, and I just would rather just keep the peace. So that's where I kind of, that book kind of resonated with me.
Older Cap.
Gotta pick your battles.
Exactly. You gotta. Yeah. What is it really that important with me that me and my cousin get that we fight over Thanksgiving? Like, is it that important to me?
Right.
Or would I rather just keep the peace, stay around him for a couple of hours, eat turkey and pie, and then I can go home and not see him for another 6-7 months?
It says that.
Right.
He walked the kid to work or school. Walked him to school there, and he says, it's like, wait, you don't want me to use my, because he says, don't get in a fight. It's because I taught you this because it's violence isn't always the answer. Try don't show your moves all at once. Don't let people know it's what's going on. Yeah, it's revealed at the very basically at the end of the whole story. Everything that Cap's saying to everybody in here, he said, I wasn't talking to those people. I was, So you guys
he was talking to the guy that was following him the whole issue.
Basically, the soldiers that are working for the
Outer Ring. Is that what it's called? Outer Ring. Yeah.
He says I was talking to you guys. Showing examples. He's like, that you guys can be better than what you are.
Dang it, Rhaegar. I should have known that you would bring that up. He says example. We all disagree with Zach on this hate of Power Man. I don't hate Power Man. Look, I saw Graphic Man's thumbnail for the 4-color fossils, Heroes for Hire. I clicked on it anyway. So, no, I'm just kidding. Terrible example. I did get Flashpoint Beyond. Number 5. I really dig the Flashpoint. I'm digging this a lot more than I thought it would. I just picked it up in the beginning because I saw Jeff Johns' name on it, but I'm actually really digging the story a lot. And yeah, if you are reading Dark Crisis, this does have some tie-ins to that. But yeah, I don't think, going off of what Vinkman said, I don't think they're going to bring back Bruce's parents just because, and Breen knows this. I've heard Breen say it a bunch. Jeff Johns loves the Silver Agey type of. Is that what it is, Breen, or am I getting it mixed up? Like, he has a certain era that he likes the comic and the heroes to stick with. So I don't see bringing Bruce's parents back as fitting into that viewpoint.
But if you think about it, though, the fact that Bruce would even do a Flashpoint after what happened with Barry and the Bun story.
Yeah.
You think like, he would just be like, yeah, because everybody knows that Flash created a Flashpoint and
right.
almost destroyed the world.
Right.
But Bruce, thinking he's smarter, thinking I can do without screwing up anything.
Yeah. I would think that if that opportunity is presented to Bruce, thank you, Breen, Silver Age. That's what I thought. I would think that if Bruce is presented with that choice, like, hey, we can bring your parents back, I would think that Bruce being Batman, just being the way he is, I would think that he would go, last time someone tried this, it almost destroyed the world. I'm not going to do that because I'm smarter.
Or always go wrong.
Maybe.
So maybe what he thought he was doing, he can get out of control.
Maybe. I don't see that happening. We'll see. I could be wrong, but we'll see.
The Joker. She has
Martha.
She has Dawn's basically, the little thing he does. It's that time travel machine he uses.
Yeah.
So she could alternate.
Also, I was telling Vinkman this. In the Flashpoint universe, is it in the Flashpoint universe where Mr. Terrific is having that interview?
Yes.
They have TED Talks, but they call them Cord Talks.
That's nice.
Which cracks me up. I love Blue Beetle. So I read that. I was like, wait a second. I see what you did there.
Yeah, I like that. That's clever.
That was funny. That made me chuckle. All right. This book, I got the Brett Booth cover. Because I'm a big Brett Booth fan, so I got the Dark Crisis, all the Hawkman. Look at that, all the Hawkman masks. Who knew he had so many? Good lord!
I had no idea that was even cover until I got to the comic book store because I saw all the other ones, but I don't think I remember listing that one on the.
Yeah,
site.
this one's nice. I like this cover a lot. I like the issue too. The story inside, it's actually. I was talking about this with the guy at my shop because he's reading this with DC, and then he's reading the Avengers X-Men Eternals one over at Marvel, and he said this one's definitely started out more. It has more of a slow burn beginning, but now it's really starting to pick up. I did like the Hal and Barry reunion, like you were talking about. I really dug that. They're showing Beast Boy in a hospital bed a lot, so I have to wonder if Beast Boy is going to make like some big entrance or something, like do something big. If they kill him, I'm gonna blame Tom King. He might not write it, but I'm gonna blame Tom King.
He's I think it was revealed that Nightwing says that he's not really injured.
He's not injured. It's more psychological or something. Yeah. That's interesting.
I mean, you would too, if people are calling you Beast Boy and your name's Changeling.
Oh wow.
It's Beast Boy is his best name. It's his Christian name is Beast Boy. No, but this was, I did really enjoy. My one gripe, I will say, I did have one gripe with this. After the ending of the last issue, where Black Adam goes to the Legion of Doom because he's like, the Justice League or the new heroes won't do what needs to be done. He goes to the Legion of Doom, and the Legion of Doom gets pretty much wiped out by Deathstroke and his army of C-list villains and the Great Darkness, and like inside of a book. I was like, really? Y'all had like Grodd and Luthor and all these A-list villains, and really?
It was just because, like, I forgot who it was, but somebody in the Legion of Doom was like, "Why the hell is Punchline here?"
No, that was Cheetah.
The Cheetah, yeah.
That was Cheetah, yeah. He was like, who's the Punchline in here?
He basically said what we're thinking, like, why is this D-lister?
Well, because Joker's not there, so you gotta have a Joker stand-in. I guess that's the reason why. But yeah, no, I did enjoy this. I particularly enjoyed the part where, like you said, Alan Scott tells Nightwing to pull himself together.
Man.
Man up!
Pull yourself together, man.
It's actually, no, he worded it cool because, and Ash, I'm sorry, I know you hate
Gird your
characters.
loins. Is that what he said? Gird your loins.
He's like, because he's talking about how all these all these other like younger heroes have to fill the boots of the Justice League who died. So he's like, show them what it's like to be the guy who, show them what it's like as the one who did it first. Like when Nightwing took over for Bruce when Bruce died in what we thought was Final Crisis. It wasn't Final, but yeah, I'm actually liking this a lot more than I thought I would when issue 1 came out.
They also said that Dick Grayson has the most experience because he was Robin. Everyone else is kind of like they're kind of just new side characters, legacy characters.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's been around forever.
Yes, that's true. That is true. Oh, hey, that's awesome, Ash. Where's my chocolate shake, man? Why would you bring that up? That's hurtful. Anyway. Last book I got this week, the creme de la creme, my opinion, the best one. Batman 127. Darn it, Zdarsky. You're making me read Batman, and now it's like my top book.
Yes.
What do you think of the backup story with Catwoman?
I did not read the backup story.
Oh my gosh, you didn't really?
Yeah, I don't read those.
Is it good? I started to read it.
Well, as they say, it ties in what happens to Cobblepot.
Oh, okay. So I read when Zdarsky took over, I read the first backup story. I was like, okay, this is interesting. Then the last issue I was reading, I was like, this is kind of losing steam. So okay, I'll go back and read it though. I'll go back and read it.
I'll say the whole reason that that failsafe was activated because Batman's accused of murdering Cobblepot, and that's why that failsafe was activated. When Batman goes rogue, yeah. So, and I'll say Catwoman basically was dealing with the will of Cobblepot as apparently had children.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at Ash.
We all laugh at Ash. There's time place for that though.
He says no vanilla shakes here. I know you don't like chocolate shakes.
Dang! Wow.
God, dog it, Ash. No. Back to the book. This was so perfectly bookended. I'm gonna dive into a little bit of spoiler here. So the story opens up as a flashback, going back to like the Grant Morrison JLA, specifically the Tower of Babel story, where Batman has like the weaknesses of all the Justice League on file. And so this flashback takes place after that story, where Superman is in the Batcave with Bruce, and he's like, well, you had all of our weaknesses on file. Who's there to stop you? Who's got your weaknesses? Who's your failsafe, for lack of a better word? And Bruce is like, well, the League is. So cut there, goes to the modern story, and it's Batman, but it's not Bruce Batman. It's his alter ego, or this part of his brain that's like just Batman. Like he goes there whenever like something like Bruce can't handle stuff. Batman of El-Zarar or El-Zarar. I always forget how it's pronounced. It's the one with the really weird colored uniform, like the red and the yellow and the purple. So he, comes out, he sees Tim, and not comes out like that, Rhaegar. I can already see you typing in the chat. I can already see it in my brain. But no, he and Tim, they fight the failsafe robot. They, of course, it can't be stopped. He's even thinking to himself, like, when I made this robot, did I give it just like these regular lame motorized joints? No, of course I didn't, because I'm damn Batman. Of course I didn't. So, he's fighting, he's losing. Then there's that panel that you said, Vinkman, where like Failsafe is walking around Wayne Manor and he's like tearing up the pictures, and like he goes through Bruce's parents, but then before he gets to Alfred, before he gets to Alfred, that's when he shows up. He's like, not Alfred. I thought that was because this identity or this part of Batman, like he's not connected really to his parents.
My question is this though, because this is going to be out of continuity, because I thought he didn't have access to the mansion anymore. That's why he's been living in that little apartment building.
Does he not have access to the mansion?
He originally didn't. He wasn't working out of the cave because he was no longer a billionaire because Lucius Fox took over.
Well, they went back to the
he had
cave.
multiple different caves though.
He has multiple, but
Yeah.
I thought didn't he go back to his original one because nobody had been there in a while and he thought that might lose them.
Maybe that's why he's there because no one's
Maybe.
It's but
Yeah, maybe.
But the thing, so I really love this. Skipping to the end, I'm not going to go through because it's pretty much an action story.
Hey.
Like that's what I love about the Zdarsky Batman. I'm sorry. Well, that's why he's here so that I can skip to the end.
That's
No,
right.
it's a lot of action, a lot of really cool fight. Jorge Jimenez. Oh, he's so good. He's so freaking good.
So good.
Thank you, Jimmy. But at the end is so because it bookends and it reflects the beginning of it so perfectly. So like there's this scene like Nightwing is talking to Oracle and they're like, well, we need to call help. We need to get like reinforcements because Failsafe in the last issue pretty much tore through all the Bat family. And so when the main story ends, Failsafe is about to just kill him. Like he's got him down for the count. And then Bruce is like, I hear a sonic boom in the distance. And then you see like there's like a hole that busts in the wall. And then there's Superman standing there. He's like, I'm going to have to ask you to get away from my friend. And so it's so cool because I think it perfectly reflects, like it's a good bookend. Like it starts with Superman and Bruce and the Batcave talking about fail-safes and like, well, who's going to, stop you, Batman, if you go crazy? And now at the end, there's Superman and Bruce and the Batcave and what Batman created to be a fail-safe to him now has to be stopped by Superman. I like the way that it went, how it mirrored each other.
You're gonna see a minor spoiler because there's a minor spoiler in this part. Keep the mask on. Spoiler: you're taking the mask off in the ambulance.
Ah, that's spoiler. Bump. Sorry, Ash. Hope I didn't ruin it too much for you. I forgot. I keep forgetting that you're reading DC. You're reading some DC. So my bad, buddy. Sorry about that. You can gloat more about your chocolate shake if it makes you feel better. But anyway, that's all my new books for this week. Some really good ones. Zdarsky, darn you, man. Why couldn't you write this good when you had a Star-Lord miniseries at Marvel? Jeez. Anyway.
All right. I got a few more books, and then if you want to do your collection.
Wait, do you have back issues or the e-books?
I have a few books I got from the auction. So.
Okay, yeah, that's what I have. I have auction books. So.
All right. Well, I didn't put this in the best of the week. I normally do because these books are just reprints. Well, not really reprints, but they're The Walking Dead. Deluxes. It's not fair to put them up against books because they're not new.
Mm-hmm.
They're basically retelling the story. So this right here is the. Whoops, hold on.
And he's dead. No.
So they even redid the original cover on the. I was updating it, but
is that which character is that? That's not Tyrese, is it?
That's the. I think it is Tyrese.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Tyrese gets the Herschel treatment.
Oh, I keep forgetting. Yeah, because I forget that the characters, most of them get switched up between the comic and the TV show.
So yeah, right. So these are books from Ingleteen's auction. It usually happens every Saturday night at 8 p.m. Eastern on I Love Comics.
Go check them out. Ooh, Jason Todd.
Frank Miller, Ronin poster. So
I thought you were gonna say Frank Miller wrote that.
I'm not sure. It says Hannigan and Giordano. So but I don't know if that's the writer. But
Dick Giordano, yeah. Oh, nice. Booster.
Yep. Some Howard Shaken.
What's shaking, Bacon?
Just couldn't resist, could you?
I couldn't. I really couldn't. There's no filter.
We were getting such great views, and then we brought Zach on.
No, you weren't. I saw the views. I thought that too. I was like, I wonder if they're having more views. Like that one time I did show up for the reading.
The retrospective actually went up without you.
Oh, did it really? Oh, okay. Well, they like Pixel more, I guess.
Speaking of Brubaker.
Oh, I need to read that run.
So.
Yeah, it's a good one to have, but that was after Darwin had left, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But still good to have.
And then
it's still Brubaker.
It's still Brubaker, yeah. Nice.
Okay, not Brubaker.
Not Brubaker, but still that's Dixon, right?
That's Mitch.
Oh, okay.
Mitch
I think that's the same run Dixon did a lot on. I think he did a lot on that run.
It looks like Terry Moore takes over. I'm not sure, but it says Moore.
Oof. Ooh la la. You know, I saw that DC is going to have a lot of like 90s homage covers.
I saw one of the books this week had an incentive cover and it actually had the 90s logo on it, but I was like, it was 1 in 50.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
The Catwoman one looked really good. I thought about picking that one up.
So. And then I couldn't pass it up because I couldn't believe nobody was bidding on these, but.
Oh,
Wonder Woman.
You're the one who got that. That's nice. If I had to, dude, I actually want to find like if there's a collection like an omnibus or something of Burn Wonder Woman. I'm sure they're pricey though.
I got that as well.
Nice.
The second issue, so.
Very cool.
So that's
done. Bless you.
Thank you.
So those are my books of the week as far as back issues from the auction. You want to show off your box?
My box. I don't have a look. I took off half the stack. Okay. No, I got some Teen Titans. Not Jeff Johns. This is after Johns left the title, but I got some Teen Titans.
Who wrote that one after Johns left?
These are written by. This one's written by Beecher.
Okay.
I'm not sure who the first name is on that one. This one is McKeever, which sounds like MacGyver's cousin. I do like the Starro homage cover on this one. That's really nice. Cool. So I got a Green Arrow, Black Canary, number 1 by Judd Winnick. It's Adam. Yeah. Adam Beechin? Okay.
Adam Beecher.
Actually, Rhaegar, no, these are all from Englantine's auction. None of these are from the comic store. I did get some back issues that I will be sending Englantine as a donation for the auction, but I'm not going to show them here because that would spoil the surprise for all of y'all over there. I did get another back issue for my JSA run, my collection right here, by Johns and Kramer, and Champagne, or Champagony. I don't know how he pronounces it. Could be Champagony.
Could be.
Got some Brightest Day Justice League. Actually, the Justice League and JSA had a crossover. It's like a really cool connecting cover.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Actually, so there was like this whole collection of Brightest Day comics that I wanted a lot. Really, the main reason I got the whole lot was so I could get these 2 Justice Society issues that I needed that I was missing from my collection.
That's how it works.
Got a whole lot for just the 2 that I really needed. But hey, James Robinson writing, Mark Bagley. I like Bagley. He's cool. He's a good artist.
Are you gonna get a Blackest Night then?
I have Blackest Night. I have like the whole story.
Oh, yes. Okay.
I have like the main story, and then I have all of the Green Lantern Corps tie-in, which is awesome. I did get some Jeff Johns Teen Titans with This one's with Grummett. Of course, the best artist on the series was when Mike McCone was drawing. I love Mike McCone's art style.
I don't like
this was the Titans of Tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't like Connor's haircut.
I don't know, for some reason I didn't like Cassie's when she took over as Wonder Woman, and this is Tim Drake, still Robin in this. Tim Drake got it on with both Wonder Girl and Ravager. Tell me he's gay. He got it on with both of them. Come on now. Anyway, I digress.
So we can't confirm.
I got 2 out of 3 of the Return of Donna Troy cover comics. So that was number 2. Here's number 3 and number 4. I just got to find number 1. And then Ash, this one's for you, or these several are for you. I got some Uncanny X-Men. This is 175. I'm going to go backwards. 174. 173. Which I didn't used to like the golden brown uniform on Wolverine, but it's growing on me. 172. And to throw y'all off, Fantastic Four 275, starring the Green Gal and this Stan Lee sleazy looking doppelganger. One of my favorite She-Hulk stories, actually. It's funny. It's the one where she sunbathes on the top of the Baxter building. And then I got a cover here. This might not be huge, but my brother went thrift store shopping over the weekend, and he knows I like Alex Ross art. So he found a Justice number 1 with the Legion of Doom cover.
Very nice.
Which
awesome.
I like the Legion of Doom, and that is a pretty sweet cover.
That is.
So, yeah. So yeah, that is my little. That's half of my books that I've been stacking up and need to organize. So,
Nice.
but yeah. So, yep, a lot of books, and then like I said, this is full of books that 50-cent or $1 books, bag issues that I found. I'm gonna be sending these off to Englentine. So whenever he does his next unboxing video, y'all can catch those there.
Recycle his envelopes that he gives you?
Of course I do.
It's like,
of course I do. I recycle. Look, I also recycle like these little things that he sandwiches the comics in. I take the flaps off the boxes and I use them to like keep the books from bending.
that's Stan Lee. I assumed it was Byrne.
Oh, it might be Byrne. I always thought it looked more like Stan Lee, but without the mustache.
No, John Byrne was in the book, but he looked differently. Not in that issue, but he was in one of the other books.
Like, I think if you draw a mustache on him, he looks like Stan Lee.
Supposed to be Stan Lee, though, or I guess in a not really Stan Lee, but just a pervy guy. That's all. I don't think really.
He's a sleazy. He's sleazy. Stan Sleazy.
Sleazy Lee.
Sleazy.
The zinger about that storyline is what happened to the actress who played the Orion slave girl in Star Trek original pilot during filming. I'll leave it at that.
The Orion slave girls. I'm not going to comment anymore on that. But that might have been one of my favorite moments of the J.J. Abrams Star Trek movie.
We're literally turning into pop-up video here. It's little side notes popping about stuff. They're in the filming of this video. So did this. So, did you know?
I know. It's like on Amazon when you hit pause and like depending on the scene you're on, there's like a little. But yeah. I don't know why I'm still the big face on the screen right now. I have nothing else to show. That's it. I'm like Ferris Bueller. There isn't anymore. Go home.
We can full screen skip, but man, nobody wants that.
Aww.
Nope. Nobody wants
that.
it.
Actually, I did get something else. This was
Did he?
There was a Kickstarter a little while ago that this book called Hunter Ninja Bear, and I found it because Chuck Dixon is the writer. So it's about there's a hunter, a ninja, and a bear, and I haven't gotten to read all the way through it yet. I'm just on the ninja part of the story right now, but yeah, it's a really cool premise. Like, I guess all three of them are going to end up. It sounds like they're going to end up like teaming up or coming together in some battle royale. But the art inside is really good as well. With the ninja stuff, it's especially like violent. There's actually bears that eat kids and stuff in here too, so that's kind of metal.
Bonus.
Violent, but yeah, you know, some of the interior here. So
Teenage Mutant Ninja Bears.
yeah, so Yeah, found that. I don't know where I saw it. Somebody said Chuck Dixon was doing a new comic on Kickstarter, so I typed in Chuck Dixon Kickstarter and found this.
It was actually a bear that's a ninja. That's what I wanted.
Well, so I was thinking, so there was a comic done not too long ago. I think it was like Cowboy Ninja Viking. And that's what I was thinking of, because it was like one guy and he had 3 different personalities and he could be a cowboy, a ninja, or a Viking. And he would adapt those fightings. It sounded kind of like Chuck, if you ever watched Chuck, where he had like the different skills downloaded in his brain that he could just access as he needed them.
NBC.
So that's what I thought that this might be. Like, is it a guy that turns into a bear? Because that would be awesome. It doesn't look like that's the case. But I think the Cowboy Ninja Viking comic, I think it's getting adapted into a movie, and I believe it's going to star Chris Pratt, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, that was several years ago when I heard that, though. So
Did 10 years ago. Go buy it.
wait, what's that? 10 years ago?
Your story was opted 10 years ago.
My story was up to do something with it. Gosh.
All right. I don't have anything really else. I'll just say, Zach,
Yes.
read this.
What is it?
Paradiso.
Oh, Paradiso. I've heard you talk about that.
Yeah.
You need to read this book.
I need to read it. Okay. By
So
Mr. V.
Hey, bro.
good.
Right,
Ram V, man. I tell you, he's getting me. First it was Catwoman. Now it's Detective. Why are you full screen me again? Now it's Detective Comics. I tell you, he's starting to reel me in.
You know, got some cool art here.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
What
would you say? It's not a superhero book, right? Is it more sci-fi or just like mind bendy?
a stone with like people just exploring it's a dystopian future basically
Okay.
like that.
Okay.
Not Planet of the Apes, but I mean like in the sense where it's been so many years before civilization is adapted and
Are they run by monkeys? Are they overrun by monkeys?
no, but I mean that would probably make the better book, right? Monkeys taking over.
Well, I don't know about that, but I'm just now thinking the remake of Planet of the Apes they did, the one with James Franco, if I remember correctly, monkeys rule the world because most of the human population dies because of monkey disease. Doggone you, Matt Reeves, for telling the future.
Here,
We have monkeypox.
here.
Oh, wow. Okay. I like that.
Glare, but I mean, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. That's kind of neat. All right. Well, I will look for that at my LCS. Didn't they do a something else? There was another trade I think that was supposed to come out. I think it was the Alex Ross was doing a Fantastic Four story, and I think it was coming out as a trade or a collection. And because I saw somebody at my LCS, I think he had it. I'm not entirely sure, but I couldn't find it, and I was really bummed.
Oh yeah, it was Alex Ross came out.
Full Circle, I think it was called.
Last week or the week before for that.
Yeah. Because it was like a full thing. It wasn't like a floppy. It was like a full collection.
That's volume 1.
Okay.
It's $10.
Okay. If I see that.
From I believe 2017.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Oh,
I think
wow.
it started in 2017. Yeah, I did start in 2017.
So is it still ongoing or was it a limited series?
It was limited.
Oh, okay.
Ram Villa wrote 2 volumes, and then he decided he wanted to work for Marvel DC.
All right. Hey, he's writing good stuff at Marvel and DC. So, or he is at DC. I don't know about Marvel. I'm not reading any of his Marvel books. Right on.
Evil Santa Claus, or is it
Evil
Or is it-
Cyborg. It looks like George R.R. Martin. Looks a little bit like him with the beard and the hat.
No?
like actually like George R.R.
It
Martin.
actually looks like
Yeah.
George R. Like seriously, if that is George R. Martin, and he's like, "Yep, still writing that last book," I'll be like, "Gosh darn it, Ramby, you're imitating life a little too closely, my friend."
Like I said, it's got some comedy. It's got a lot of cyberpunk stuff.
Interesting.
So
Okay.
And the art is incredible. Like, and the colors along with it too.
Yeah.
They did such a really good job with it. It's a whole world, like and you kind of don't really realize how much world building they've really done until you're like immersed, and then you realize like, oh my gosh, you guys, really, really, really dug into on this thing. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Basically, is a old city that has been long since forgotten, and their guardians are protect it. This guy,
okay.
City, and he's got this special device, that other people want too. That this guy Jack does, and Jack is pretty much like you said. He's like Michael Douglas is in Romance of the Stone, same kind of personality. He's a scavenger, in a sense. You mean
he's like Ray from Star Wars?
He's like one of the last Tinkerers, because the Tinkerer.
Ray.
Yeah. So he's like, the whole the world where technology pretty much has collapsed society, and the Tinkerers are hailed as being like the holy people as far as because of like their knowledge how to fix things. And the fact that this guy trained under a Tinker, he was like a protege. So
wasn't the Tinkerer the bad guy in that Spider-Man book we read? The Tinkerer, our master.
Yes.
The Tinkerer, no.
If you want to read, see us read on the channel, a Spider-Man book with the Tinkerer and Zach doing his best alien voice.
My best Muppet alien voice, yeah. I don't even remember the issue number.
But seriously, whenever I read anything as a little aliens, like, I'm Zach. I'm the alien guy. I hear that in my voice. I hear that. It's like,
you made me very angry. Very, very angry indeed.
That's all I hear now whenever I read this stuff. These little alien guy, it's like I hear Zach's voice. And it's like, no.
Yes, earworm plant successful.
All right. So I think that's about it. We've gone over books. Skip sadly did not have all his books.
I'm curious, Ash, if you're still in the chat, I want to know what these 9 books are that you got. I know E-Ratic probably has to be one of them.
It's definitely one of them.
Yeah, he did say that was one of them. Books he got.
Okay, all right. I'd be curious to see what Ash got.
Oh, Ash, Comic Geek's on there. It's like I followed you. That's why I figured out you were reading that All Out Avengers.
Bankman is stalking my.
I follow Skip on there too, and Ash.
The League of Comic Geek. Yeah, I look at what you guys are getting.
Yeah,
I didn't know you could do that. I'm gonna start stalking y'all and see what y'all get.
I normally go through there. I was going there. I was like, I wonder if I can look at his pull list. So I was like, see what Zach is doing. And I was reading some of your reviews on there, and it's like, Skip's like going into like game journalist reviews on there.
Breen says he got a new book this week too. It's not a it can't be it must be a back issue, or maybe a copy of back issues. Or Alter E. Did one of the magazines have an issue come out this week?
No, that was last week. I mean, Shutter magazine was also last week too. I'm curious though. What did he get?
Pulled issues. Here we go. Ash got
Sabrina. Okay, that's what he got, the reprint.
Sabrina. Okay.
It was a reprint, right? Sabrina Chilling Tales, or what it's called, the original stuff. Yeah, they had a facsimile out. Almost picked it up. Looked kind of cool. Surprisingly, I'm surprised, Breen, you're not picking up the Archie books. Those come out every other week. Yeah, they have the Betty and Veronica Digest, all the stuff, Archie's Digest. Those are all still coming out, brand new stories. So, 2 new stories in it. Yep. Cool. Alrighty, so go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say I'm surprised Breen's not picking up the Multiversity, the Teen Justice book, with like the gender swapped versions of everybody. Like where Raven is a boy and Robin is a girl, or like everybody pretty much just has their gender swap.
girl. Yeah, just gender swapped.
Yeah.
11. Everyone's non-binary.
Yeah.
The Flash doesn't have legs.
The Green Lantern actually uses a blue lantern ring.
Yeah.
It's all upside down. Anyway.
There's only one book that's on my that's now on my want list, and that is Hawk the Slayer, which is a sequel to a fantastically awesome, movie. It came out.
Is that the movie y'all did on Extreme Movie Show recently?
Oh, I watched that last night. It's on Tubi. There's also
okay.
Too. Awesome. Jack Palance is the bad guy in it.
Mhm.
Does a wonderful job. It's just, I wouldn't say horrendously bad. It's one of those movies. You can tell it's so low budget, but it's so great because this is how bad it is.
Breen says the new Archie comics are too PC and too boring. I wouldn't know. I don't know what goes into Archie comics these days.
Oh. Like I said, I read some of the Archies. I didn't think they were too bad. But then again, I only read like a one or two here holiday specials.
Raycar says Harley Quinn is a man. Dracula gives blood instead of taking it. Just doing like the whole reverse opposite thing like we were talking about. Dracula's a blood donor.
Dracula actually be a woman.
Draculina?
Yeah.
Ugh. They have a new issue of that coming. I saw that next week. I think it's next week. There's like a new.
He sucks blood out of his hands instead of blood. His fangs. Oh wait. Yeah, that's the animated series. He can't bite people, but he can touch them with his hands.
Bloop, bloop, bloop. Yeah.
Without consent.
Without consent.
All right, so it's kind of cool that we're in the double digits here, man. We usually don't get we go like 7 or 8. We've hit 11 twice here now.
Hey, right on. That's awesome. Y'all do love me. Y'all came back to see me.
Right. So
just kidding.
All right, so I'm gonna throw the ticker out there. So
The old ticker.
the old ticker. Since this channel is run by puppets, they require that we put the ticker at the end of the stream.
Those darn puppets.
And if you like this content, you want more of it, click like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you get all the alerts so you know when we go live. This channel mainly is a live stream channel, so you'll get alerts on your either on your smartphone, or if you have your PC set up for that, you can get the alerts that way. But I usually the streaming done on Wednesdays, Thursday, Friday,
Sunday.
Yeah. Nothing on Monday or Tuesday. Oh, no, so hold on. Tuesday, Wednesday.
That's right.
Thursday.
Y'all do. Yeah, that's right. Tuesday. Yeah, that's right.
So basically, our days off are basically Monday and Saturday. So yeah, and he gets good content. So you get like I said, the puppets on here, and Zach's usually on here too. Marani as well, and that belovable old fart Eric Breen is usually on here too.
I have nothing to say there. I have nothing to add to that.
Really?
I was trying to come up with something. I had nothing.
And Skip doesn't read with us. So he doesn't like capes, but it's okay.
Dang. Just throw him under the bus, why don't you?
For a channel called The Geeky Puppet Show, I saw no puppets of Secretary Scream.
I know, it is a little bit of a clickbaity thing in Austin B. There are no puppets here.
See, that's the whole thing. It's all in your head. It's all in your head. Zach is actually the puppet.
That's true. That is very true. Ash is usually welcome to be on here. He's off enjoying chocolate milkshakes, it sounds like, most of the time. But he could be on here if he wanted to. He doesn't need he has an open invitation that I'm giving on behalf of the Geeky Puppets.
Yeah, we don't ask him to go around. I don't go around like, hey, do you want to join the stream tonight or stuff? It's just that Marani and Brian and Zach are constantly on at all times, so they automatically get invited. Ash, I know you have commitments, every other week, so sometimes I'm not sure if you want to read with us or not, but if you want to read with us, I can start throwing the invite out though for you.
I do miss hearing Ash read. That was my lullaby for so long during 2020.
Yes.
Like, I just like turn it on, listen to Ash read Jason Aaron Thor, and just it's like Thor's goats taking me off to dreamland.
Driven Disney, and they have his 50,000-mile checkup on the
50,000. The United States is not that long. It's like maybe 1,000.
Yes, and thank you for bringing it up. Tomorrow night.
I need to read that actually.
Retrospectives are usually done on Thursday nights because Zach was busy, personal reasons.
I had a Bible. Not past tense. I have a Bible study.
So we moved to the Friday because Zach was no longer streaming with us at the time. So we had Pixel join us. It's on called Flashback Fridays. The retrospective, check out for there on there.
I like Flashback Friday. That's cool. I like that.
We're basically doing the first appearance of Nick Fury. Check that out.
The original one, right? Not the MCU one. Ultimate Nick Fury. The original, the Hasselhoff, the Hoff. No, I'll read that tonight or tomorrow morning.
I'll send you the correct deets.
The deets.
And then so check over that. And then there's supposed to be another reading tomorrow too. There's also going to be a She-Hulk review from the puppets. Maybe Zach will join us.
I did watch it. I'm so tired of seeing Wong everywhere. Does that sound bad to say? I'm so tired of Wong. I know. I'm tired of it. I'm sorry. I like the actor, but it's too much Wong.
And then I'm trying to think what else is tomorrow as far as. I think that's about it. And then I Love Comics. He's having his weekly auction at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern.
Is it 8 p.m. Eastern? I thought it was 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central.
He moved it.
Oh, he moved it? Oh, okay.
How long have you been gone?
Dude, it feels like a month. It really does. Like, it's like dog years. Like, I know it's only been a couple of weeks, but it feels like a month.
Yeah. Okay.
Breen has turned into Elmer Fudd.
Waitheth.
That's Waitheth.
And Ronnie, hope you feel better. All right, yeah. So, Osp says, I think I'm going to start watching the 90s Hulk cartoon just to get the MCU She-Hulk images out of my head. Although, I got to say, her carrying in the water bottles, I'm still simple for that image.
Look, the CGI is not great.
Torky would have been better. He wouldn't have been in the Hillary Clinton suit.
The what?
She had the pantsuit on.
Oh, the pantsuit. Yeah. I'm tired of the pantsuit. Give her a pencil skirt or something.
Basically, the book she's been racing her off of the Dan Slott run, she had the pencil skirt.
But you can't objectify women. But here's her twerking. Pick a lane, MCU. Pick a lane. I'm okay. I would respect you if you just. I would be okay if you did the whole don't objectify, but if you just stuck with it, I would respect you more than if you just said don't objectify and then you tried to have your cake and eat it too. Like
justice was served. The guy got his money back from that darn Asgardian that was scamming him.
That was an all right story.
No, but the only thing I do like the CG for the show. Don't care for a lot of the lines that she does in there, but
I like the fourth wall breaking. Whenever they do the fourth wall breaking, I think that it's pretty nicely written, pretty clever in some cases.
Like I said, I mean, this is gonna be episode 4 came out this week, I believe.
Yeah, I think it was 4. Of what is it? An 8-episode season? I want to say 8 or 9. Yeah.
But Daredevil is supposed to be popping up next
year.
Next episode.
Oh, cameo wise. Oh, is he really? Oh, okay.
I think episode 5 he's coming in because episode 4 is where it's supposed to start picking up a little bit more.
I saw some guy on Instagram being a fool saying that he was all upset because She-Hulk's writers were planning to have Spider-Man cameo in one of the episodes, and he was all upset. He's like, but Sony won't let Marvel use Spider-Man for She-Hulk. Sony needs to give up Spider-Man. I was like, my brother in Christ, get off of Instagram with that nonsense. That's garbage. Sony is smart for not wanting Spider-Man on the show.
Right.
But anyway.
Yeah, so
I did see the new Black Adam trailer, MK. The new Black Adam trailer was actually pretty good.
I'm very proud of you, Zach.
What? Shut up! Oh God.
What?
I did like the new Black Adam trailer. I thought it was pretty cool.
You know, a compliment, he tells me to shut up. All right. As far as anything else,
You missed me. Shut up.
did I?
I don't know. I thought you did.
I'm more concerned about your mental being, your mental health, than I was anything else. But I mean, I was forced to come back and be harassed. I mean, I think if you harass it, somewhere else, at least not here.
I would actually welcome back at least the harassment feels normal.
Right? As Angleton says, who better to harass you than your friends?
That's true. Right. I'd rather be harassed by somebody I know than somebody I don't know.
Friends are for. To be fair, Black Adam isn't actually black.
That's true.
He's Samoan.
He's Samoan. But even in the comics, he's not black, though. He's like, what is it? Kondak? He's from Kondak, I think.
He's not Brazilian now. Oh,
he's
wait.
Not, no, he's not Brazilian. Wait, what?
He is now Brazilian now because the actor.
Because of Dwayne Johnson?
No. Namor.
Oh, yeah, that is Namor. Oh, God. Yeah, I forgot about Namor.
Murray says, I miss Zach. I'm glad he's back. Well, there's at least one person.
Maranya is now my new favorite person. Well, besides Twin. Twin and Maranya.
Are you even like cats? You bring up that look. Maranya is your favorite person. All right, so
I'll fight that cat.
All right, so we're on the longest goodbye. Skip is on the long break.
We have become the New England team. 40-minute goodbyes.
I think we're doing better, at least getting shared out.
Dwayne Johnson is Samoan. I don't think he's Hawaiian. I think he's Samoan. Who is Zach? I am Zach, Austin P., as it says.
Green said before, they had no idea you had even left. I had Ash on here. I had Skip and Tosh on here. Even Froggy hosted by himself.
I saw Froggy host by himself. Froggy did pretty good for a guy without thumbs. He did all right.
He did pretty
Ash
well.
Ash has a writer working for him tonight. He's had some good ones. He said he missed Zach. He says I miss Zach too, but I'm not a very good shot. So.
Oh, it is though. It's a milkshake.
Wait, what about? Oh yeah, the chocolate. The chocolate and vanilla milkshake. That was funny too. Yeah, Ash, whatever you're paying that writer, double it. They're doing good. So
I mean, he can afford it now because he's not paying electric, right? Because they're shutting it off.
Yeah, isn't it 4 hours a day or something? They're shutting it off, or they're saying don't use appliances between this and this time, something like that.
I'm hearing a voice, but the two profiles aren't talking.
The two profiles?
I guess so.
Oh.
Well, if you're hearing a voice, listen to it because it's saying subscribe to the Geeky Puppet Show. All right, with that being, we're past the 40-minute goodbye. We're past the weeds. We're now on to basically.
We're drowning. We're drowning in weeds and rabbit holes.
Okay.
Nothing? Okay.
Weed in buttholes, rabbits. What?
Rabbit holes, not buttholes. Rabbit holes. God, why did I come back here? I could have started my own channel.
That being said, yes, a cold, dark winter is coming. Joe Biden, 2020. That sounds like I haven't watched Game of Thrones, but that sounds like Game of Thrones.
That's very Game of Thrones. Winter is coming. Yeah, that's very Game. Of course, now when he says that, of course, Sean Bean's character, bad things happen to him at the end of that first season. So maybe Joe Biden will. I'm not going to say anything else.
Oh, also tomorrow, for those who aren't gonna YouTube, whatever, it's not YouTube related, but on a new show is dropping. New season 5 is dropping of Cobra Kai.
Oh, that's great! Yes.
So Rob and I are gonna binge watch that.
We have Stargirl and Cobra Kai and House of the Dragon at the same time. There's actually good television. Yes.
Well, Well, Resident Alien's been killing it too because Resident Alien. If you haven't checked out the review that the Puppet said the other night, check that out. A new character just joined the show, and it fits because
The
it's
Nathan Fillion.
Oh no, it's Captain Sulo joined the show,
Captain Sulu. Oh my, that guy.
and he has the best role. He's the little
Captain
green,
Sulu.
the little green aliens, the ones that probe. they're the green aliens.
It writes itself.
Yeah, exactly. So it's hilarious. He's on there. But go check out the Resident Alien. Go check out some of the videos here. Tuesday night on Extreme Movie Show, we're going to be covering Cobra Kai season 5 review. So that's gonna be at 7:00 Eastern. Check that out. All right,
Very
but that's
cool.
it.
Y'all are doing Stargirl reviews on Wednesday, right? Wednesday nights.
That's
Awesome.
on there. Resident Alien drop on Thursday mornings. Yeah, and then She-Hulk's on Friday, and then and then Walking Dead too.
Oh, Walking. I know that they're about to drop the new Bad Batch. Like I think Bad Batch season 2 comes out later on in September or October. So
Walking Dead's coming back. The final last 11 episodes, and then I'm trying to think what else is. Kung Fu is coming back on the channel.
Rookie. Oh, y'all don't do reviews for the Rookie though.
Oh, the Rookie. Fantastic show still.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Great show. Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else. And then the new show we're going to be covering on the channel is we get about the Winchesters. CW
Oh yeah,
show.
Winchesters. Yep.
Seen the commercial for that? Just awesome. So.
Rhaegar, Bad Batch is a Star Wars animated series that Puppetine and I reviewed at like 4:00 in the morning because we're idiots that deprive ourselves of sleep.
Apparently, Anders, you got to be covering that, right?
I don't know about Andor if we're covering it or not. I kind of want to, but then I'm also hearing things about it where I'm like, I kind of don't want to now. Plus, Alan Tudyk is not going to be a part of the show. And Alan Tudyk was the best part of Rogue One. So he's not on the show. Kind of drops my enthusiasm for watching it.
Joke because they're supposed to release the 3 episodes right away.
In the middle of the night, 3 episodes. Disney is trying to kill me.
So.
But, yeah.
The new Quantum Leap. Yeah, you know what? I actually might check that out. Just a hell of it.
I didn't know it was a new one.
It's a sequel. A reboot sequel.
So does it have Scott Bakula in it?
No, but someone else goes back in time looking for him.
Ah, okay. Interesting.
Going through the same thing he does, going from body to body. I'm curious to see how woke that show will get. Or
is it a CW show?
No, it's on NBC.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So yeah, this guy's going back in time and doing stuff. He's basically looking for Sam, but he's also got his own version of Al and another team of scientists. So basically, what they're going to do, unlike the original show, where only he had Al helping out, it looks like he's going to have a whole cast of crew. It's basically being like the CW Flash team.
They did that with the new MacGyver remake too, which wasn't terrible, but it's like all the shows now. They did it with Flash and Arrow, but it's like every show now there's like a team instead of just like 1 or 2 people. Yes, it's like they did Knight Rider now. It wouldn't just be the guy and Kit. It would be him and Kit, and he'd have a whole mechanic team. So, yeah.
Kit be like, Michael, we're a team.
And then Kit would have a non-binary romantic partner card named Cat, and their ship name would be Kit Kat. I hate myself for saying that. I'm so sorry.
You read this, haven't you?
I'm so sorry. I just came up with that. I did not think of that previously.
Disney Goosebumps. Well, that's everything we touched with Disney.
Everything Disney makes gives me goosebumps now. What are you talking about?
You would be in a wheelchair. Like
actually, there is another show that I'm watching now. It's on, I think it comes on Adult Swim. It might be Toonami, but I'm catching it on HBO Max. It's called Primal. You need to give it a shot. It's an animated series. It's by Gendy Tartakovsky, the guy that did Samurai Jack. Fantastic animated series. Very low dialogue. It's all visual storytelling. It's really
funny.
Really
he tells us to end this, but he could have just left the whole entire time. But he stays though because he loves the content.
Yeah. Oh, Ash is loving the content. He says he's having fun. So, but yeah, Primal. It's in the middle of its second season right now. Fantastic show. So.
This is a stream that doesn't end. We're gonna go. We're gonna do and just do a 24-hour live stream. Okay.
Not okay. I actually have to work tomorrow. That's actually we should have planned that out.
Just changed, as far as the cameras in Zach's house. As we'll follow him as he wanders through aimlessly in the house.
I'm Breen. I want to end the stream now.
If that's Breen in there, are you dopey then?
No, I am. Well, I might be dopey actually. I've heard Ash talk about his Dark Materials. Is that on HBO or what streaming service is that on, Ash? I might give that one a try. I've been binging The Big Bang Theory for the last 2 weeks.
We can't go that long.
I can't. I used to hate The Big Bang Theory, and now I'm like binging the whole thing. Okay, it is on HBO. Okay, I'll have to watch that after I'm done with The Big Bang Theory. It's curious. They only show DC Comics logos and comics and stuff in that show. They talk about Marvel, but they never show anything Marvel. They only show DC stuff. I thought that was very curious. But anyway.
So anyway, we're gonna end it right here. Just really quickly say that anybody who basically bought books this week, please list your own top 5 or whatever books your favorite books of the week in comments down below. Curious to see what people are buying, other than because you saw what I had, you saw what Zach has. We have different tastes than Eric Breen and sometimes Ash, and it's okay.
Yeah.
But I know that it's also how we discover other books through other friends together, because it's great to have people who read other books that we don't, because then we can actually find something that we may want to read down the line, or we can just make fun of them for reading trash books. It's up to you, whatever you want to do. But that being said, hope you guys had a good night, and hope you enjoy your white night, or your brightest day, your brightest night.
I'll see y'all in another month. Just kidding. Just kidding.
He's
Have a good night, guys. I'm a menace!
Spider-Man!